Hopefully I had the damn thing. All right, so oh, yesterday I wanted the the link, huh, for the stream. Is, can y'all still see it? I started a new one.
Oh yeah, let me refresh. Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. So Z boy, you want to take it away?
What's up, life here, and man? How you doing, y'all? So here today to talk about EndGame with Vulture, and my boy Dart the God and Wally, the tech expert. So who wants to start off?
EndGame's overrated, don't you?
Oh shit! Out the gate, controversy.
My.
So it's like I guess we can go around and give it our personal ratings. What you want to give it overall, Z boy?
I'll give it a solid 8.
Solid, not a 10 out of 10. You're not dying like everyone else is over it.
No, it's not a 10 out of 10.
What's keeping it from being 10 out of 10 for you?
I don't know. I mean, it didn't really do anything truly wrong, but it wasn't like I feel like Infinity War did a lot more that was like felt like more revolutionary, like even though it was cliche, which people like to say. Cliche doesn't always mean a bad thing if you done it right. I feel like the way they done it was just amazing. It was praised because Thanos won at the end. Thanos was basically the main character, and that was great. I feel like Endgame was kind of just another Marvel movie, but it was a great one. But it felt like just another Marvel movie.
I got a question for you then.
It's a hot
Do
take.
you think that Infinity War was just fan service and that's why it was so good?
But is that bad though? Like, is it bad that they gave us what we wanted after 10 years, and not like Star Wars? See what Star Wars did to their fans. Like after all that time they put in.
I don't know. I'm not, I like Star Wars. I'm not Star Wars like a big Star Wars fan.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Well, basically, it was a big like uproar over the fact that they didn't basically get fan service. They didn't get an end game when they were supposed to, and they had more time in than the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they basically didn't get what they wanted. So I feel like if we didn't get everything we got now, it'd have been a letdown.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Infinity War was definitely a 10 out of 10 though, but not Endgame.
Yeah. I feel like they set up a lot more. I feel like sometimes you got to sacrifice, like, not greatness, but sacrifice like really good deep plot for like a big. Because I would consider Endgame a big connective tissue for the MCU. Like, it's gonna spawn so much shit. Just Infinity War and Endgame has so many like crazy headcanons you can put to it. It kind of did its job in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So I give it a 9 out of 10 just because of what it's going to pump out for the next 10 years or whatever. Because everyone's kind of worried about what's going to happen with the MCU in the next couple of years. And I feel like this movie gave it enough to where it can go in like crazy directions. Because Adam Warlock, they still haven't done anything with Adam Warlock yet. And he was a big player. Or people thought he was going to be a big player in Infinity War and Endgame, but he wasn't. He didn't show up once.
I just thought of two things of probably the reason why it's not 10 out of 10. Captain Marvel and the huge plot hole with Captain America. But someone else go. I'm not going to get on that right now. Someone else go.
I want to hear about that plot hole after everyone else goes, too. But who want to get a raid next? Get it, man.
I rated a 10 on first watch though.
Yeah.
If I watch it again, I think it'll be like like an 8.
It goes down 2 after nostalgia goes away?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, damn.
Like when I first watched it, and when they capped Thanos ass in the first like 20 minutes of the show,
right?
I love that.
Quick question. Was that anticlimactic for you? Because I actually heard people in the theater say it was anticlimactic because it wasn't like a big fight.
No, what was anticlimactic? No, I think it was good enough. It made sense.
I liked it, but I was just wondering how y'all felt about it.
Yeah, I loved it.
That was dope moment. But go ahead, continue.
It was just like first 20 minutes Thanos dies, I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then at that point, I just had no idea where the story was gonna go.
Right.
And I was loving that. The fact that I just didn't know where the story was gonna go, and then it went where it went. It was pretty decent for where it went.
Do you feel like the way EndGame ended was a kind of good predictable, almost just to kind of cherry pick from One Piece? You know how Oda does a lot of predictable shit, but he does it well. I feel like EndGame did the predictable, we're gonna solve this with time travel, but they did it in a dope way, to where they can kind of get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
The time travel was kind of a plot hole, but yeah.
And like all together, or were there just like there's a few plot holes in it, or the whole thing is a plot hole?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Captain America, but like the whole time, like, do you want me to like say the plot hole or just wait for later?
We'll say the plot holes for later. We'll go, unless you're done with your rating, we can go on to the next person.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
All right, so you gave it a 10 out of 10 on first watch, 8 out of 10 afterwards, and who's going next?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I think I give it a 9.5.
Ooh,
After thinking about it, I'm like,
it's a first half rating.
Captain Marvel and not Wakanda. I mean, we want both every day.
Hold on, your mic's really low and it's muffled.
Yo, Ultron, you gotta turn this up in OBS. We're super low on stream.
Okay. To be honest with you, I don't even know how we gonna get that done, because I don't know how we got the volume to work in the first place. But I'm gonna try it.
Just don't change the other settings. Just change OBS.
A nigga will try.
The struggles of a nigga that want to stream.
I'm telling you, trying to live my life. Niggas telling me no.
My internet fucking up so bad.
But who had that super low mic and got cut off? Go ahead, finish your point, Mr. Dart. Did the volume thing get fixed?
I'm telling you.
I sound super loud, but y'all don't sound that loud.
Might just be out the phone or something.
Like when I hear you talk, like through my computer, you sound loud. But how does it sound on like YouTube?
We sound kind of low, but yeah, we sound pretty low.
Fuck.
A nigga will try.
Y'all can attempt to keep talking. I'm gonna try to fix this.
Now you can hear us. We just low. It's probably just our mic hockey or something.
The mic hockey.
Your mic just probably like Big Mom level, and ours is probably like Usopp.
I wonder if
I'm only Sanji level.
I wonder if my mic is just picking y'all up off my computer. I hope that is not the case. I'm gonna try plugging in my headphones again. I'm gonna see if y'all go away or not, because we gotta hear these wonderful explanations.
For the people watching in the future, don't hate. The struggle is real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the struggle.
Fire. So stay around. Get some snacks, get some popcorn.
Listen to the struggle, because that's what, you know, you you read One Piece for the struggle, My Hero for the struggle. Just stay around for our struggle.
It's a struggle.
Exactly. Oh. Alright. Yo, I'm out here. I feel like a DJ. Can y'all hear yourselves now? I put my headphones back in, so I don't know if that messed up something or not. Fuck was it? Yeah, that shit takes a while. Output. Oh, I found it. Input device, internal speakers. Alright. I changed it, so hopefully No, I changed it to where the output device is now the internal speakers, so y'all should be able to hear yourself. You just gotta give it a minute to catch up. I'll just talk for a minute so I can make sure I can hear y'all. My man, the participation trophies. You gonna turn everybody on the planet black? That'd be pretty dope. It is, but can y'all hear yourselves though? Okay. God damn, shit takes a minute. I didn't know it was that far behind. What the fuck? I changed this damn settings. Alright. Last attempts. Probably. Alright. What about now? I wish your computer wasn't messed up. Big facts. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I changed it to both. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take it out and let the fucking headphones go, cause this shit said no.
Yes.
Alright, I just took it out. So we can try it again. Big facts. I'll wait for this shit to catch up. Yeah, I changed it to both. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it out and let the fucking headphones go, cause this shit said no. Alright.
Okay, yeah, you can hear us now.
Okay, cool. So, go ahead. Whoever was go, I think Dark was going.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Sorry for the complications.
Okay, yeah, it's good, it's good.
Is it louder though?
No, it's the same, I think.
Foolishness.
Just stay close to your mic, though, Dark. Just stay close to your mic.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can hear us now.
Okay. All right, echo.
Okay.
I think it's just his mic or something. I don't think it was like on
So,
our end.
so can you hear yourself better?
All right, good. Yeah, it's good, it's good.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little louder. It's a little louder.
Dope. All right, Dark, go ahead with your rating of EndGame overall. I guess you can go ahead and throw your. Have you seen it more than once, or have you only seen it once?
I've seen it once.
All right, cool. So your initial impression a couple weeks later, how do you feel about it?
I thought it was good. I'm like, thinking of Bad South without including Infinity War, I give it a good 8.5. With Infinity War, I would put it more as a 9. The thing that got me with Endgame, I'm like, what was the point of having Captain Marvel in this? She was literally there to save Tony and then beat Thanos' ass. She was there in the in-between. If she was more in between, I would give this movie a higher rating.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she was used not even as a glass cannon. It was almost like a Deus Ex Machina. Like she was there to kind of stop what they clearly couldn't. Because she destroyed that ship that none of them can touch. She one-shotted it. And then, taking headbutts from Thanos. She did catch them hands for a little bit, which was hilarious. Because she was kind of like arrogant. And then Thanos, like threw her halfway across the planet. But then she came back and basically won. Huh?
And then the worst part of it was she had no ass.
The worst part. You can't sit up there with that suit and just be lacking in these streets.
Yeah, she didn't have America's ass. Like, come on, man.
She gotta have big mom levels of thick.
Whoa, you like Big Mom?
It's a lot of
A
thick.
pair bag over your head.
Hey man,
Hey,
it's kind of like
a couple more seasons that bit.
that's the equivalent in the real world of like liking Oprah. Cause you can fall back on. I mean, she got money. Like Big Mom has a country, so you're gonna be taken care of. You might just get thrown to the side.
Country, I'm like, you might have to take one for the team.
You might get thrown to the side and like killed, like pound. Like you gonna be buried up to your neck in the woods.
Nope, I'm
That
getting
kinda-
support.
You said what?
That's kind of sad, though, man. She need a butt double. Like all you gotta do is do some squats and you get a big butt. That's all you gotta do.
Terrible.
Come on now.
Terrible.
That's crazy. You need a butt double.
Was that all the? Was that everybody? Did everyone give their thing?
Yeah.
Their rating?
Is that butt double thing actually real?
She needs
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
I think you have
Right.
a double for like everything, pretty much.
A butt double? Yo,
got
that's
that city
embarrassing.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do is do squats, girl. Like, come on.
I think that's why they put in that Captain America joke, because you know they look like on the set they don't like Brie Larson that much, like
Yeah, I heard.
Captain Marvel's character. So they probably put in that joke, throwing all the shade at her, because bruh, you let a whole dude have better ass than you just
That's kind of
lose it.
sad.
You
man.
lose
All you
it.
gotta do is do squats, man. All she gotta do is do squats.
She got all that money, and you can't like shape your body the way you want. You buy what you want, like any machine.
No, don't, ladies out there. This is a public service announcement. We up for all naturals out here. Don't be getting them injections. Just do some squats and stuff.
That's what I was talking about. I'm like, she can buy like equipment to work out, and so that's what I meant. Not like buy her butt.
Yeah, that's
He was
wild.
looking good, I don't care.
Yeah, but like it has an expiration date, so you will care, like, but just in the future, and you're gonna be all sad.
It's like worrying about being Pirate King right now. It's like that's way back. That's way back.
True, that's a problem for future me. But when speaking of the future me, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and I guess the whole future, they have basically Gamora may come back, but as a it's like her but not her. Would y'all be cool with that?
I mean, yeah, I'm down with it. I'm not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Do y'all think that's going to be a stepping stone to doing it with bigger characters? Like, if they bring Gamora back because of some time paradox shit, could they just bring anyone back? Like, could Iron Man come back one day? And would y'all be cool with that?
I hope not. I hope not.
That's like part of the plot hole.
This opening the what? All right, I'm tired of it. What the fuck is this plot hole? I need to know.
You go first, Wally. You go first. I'll say mine after you.
I need these
I
facts.
didn't realize it was a plot hole. I thought the movie was perfect up until who was it? Opio. Somebody. For you say they brought it to my attention. I'm like, damn, you're right. So basically, when Cap and when Tony and Ant-Man lost the Tesseract, or what they went at the Tesseract, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when they lost the Tesseract, and so at that point they pretty much lost the mission. They couldn't get the last stone.
Right.
But it's a plot hole because I thought they only had time enough for one jump back to the past.
And then they went to go get more because that's why they went to Mr. Howard.
How are you able to still go back? And but plus, if they could have did that from the way all the way back to when Pym started making the particles, they could have just did that from the beginning and just had unlimited jumps.
Why would that be a plot hole? That would just be like them not thinking about it. You know what I mean? Would that count as a plot hole?
No, you have Tony's fucking start. The smartest man in the world.
Facts. So what you're saying is the parts they went back to and the risks that they took because all had one jump they didn't need to take because the plan that they came up with after that was smarter and they should have did that first, basically. Yes. Okay, that's fair. That's 100% fair. So is that the same one as the Captain America plot hole?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Mine. The other one is like the fact that Cap was able to be in their time when it's supposed to create separate timelines when they go back.
Oh yeah.
But he shouldn't even be there.
No, it only created separate timelines when you interact with a stone. That's what the bald lady said. Remember? Because she was like, as soon as you take a stone out of that timeline, then shit starts to happen. She didn't say anything about regularly because they were all like doing stuff, but that didn't affect it. Only doing shit with stones does it.
But still, they could have like Cap could have just turned himself back to his normal health without the Pym particles.
No, he needed the Pym particles to go back without the time stone because he had to put all the stones back, and the time stone was one of them, so he couldn't use that one to time travel. So he needed the Pym particles.
No, they didn't use the time stone to begin with.
That's what I mean. Like, I thought people were saying it was a time stone because he didn't have a way to like get back or stay back or whatever.
I'm saying he went old because he stayed there, but he could have just used the Pym particles and just turned himself back young.
But he didn't want to. That was the point. Like, he did that because he was tired of being like a super soldier. He wanted to be normal.
He makes sense.
People in Freedom Statement saying it, and I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be like in a different timeline. I don't think he's supposed to be in that same timeline because
I found it weird how he did go back in that timeline. But there's basically two Caps. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's two Caps. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's not bad though.
The whole thing with Cap is like he wasn't born in that same era, so therefore you want to like go back.
My question is, how did he grow old with the super soldier serum?
Just took a longer time because it was like 90. I mean, how many years?
Because he already survived. He was already in his like 20s or 18. Then he survived 70 years, and then he lived another life with Peggy. So he was just going to get old anyway. I thought he was just supposed to stay young forever. That wasn't the deal?
No, he gets older slower. How long ago was Hitler around? That's pretty much what Red Skull is. He's basically Hitler.
I want to say something around the 40s.
Yeah, World War II started around 39, I think.
Yeah.
39.
So
it started 1800. So yeah, it took him like 1,000 years to get like 90.
Nigga, you said 1,000. Get the hell up.
World War II started in 1939.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
1939.
Nigga said 1,000 years.
You probably is right. Hold on. Yeah, 1939. You looked that up, but
my boy.
It ended in 45.
With the mentals.
Yeah. Okay, that's another plot hole. Yeah, he's supposed to grow older slow unless the film stuff is different. Yeah.
I mean, they could have just been like instead of like dying at like 40, 70 or 90, he died at like 190. So just he had like a couple hundred years on the shit or whatever. Because I don't know if in the comics, I think he grows old naturally too, or he takes the serum away. I can't remember whichever one.
I remember it being the serum just wore off after a while.
Oh, okay. Odin, I'm not Odin, but Thor in Guardians of the Galaxy. Is he gonna be like? Is it gonna be a welcome addition? Or do you think is gonna like bring people more to it, or is it gonna be bad?
I think it's gonna be a good addition. He has good comedy.
Him and Chris Pratt was gonna go perfect together.
Yeah, and you get to put Thor in more space stuff that's not forced. That's already established. Because I feel like Thor, most of the movie was just setting up how complicated and weird the Asgardian culture was, and you didn't get to spend enough time like exploring it. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy basically got all these space places already established. They can just go to it, have an adventure with Thor, and then it'd be a dope movie. I don't know.
I see something where they do where it's like the nerf. They already, people quote unquote say they already nerfed Thor. I mean, for one, he only has one weapon now. He didn't stick with two. Plus, people say, I'm not sure if this is true or if Thanos is just that strong that he got nerfed against Thanos. And plus, it could be something like I could easily see a gag because this is so Guardians of the Galaxy. Where it's like, oh, Thor isn't come to help us because he's still up inside playing the video game or something.
Bruh.
No,
I think
like they keep him away because he's too powerful. I can easily see that.
Like the best thing with Fat Thor is that he's Fat Thor, and I think that like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 would probably be the funniest Marvel movie because like if you use like regular Thor, like fucking muscly strong ass Thor, he just wouldn't fit well in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
Like how his character changed in the last movie was something.
I feel like it's gonna be a joke, like a running joke about him working out and stuff, or like him being fat but still stronger than Peter Quill. Like shit like that. Do you think Thor will ever be the actual leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, or will like Peter Quill bust out his half god shit he got going on?
No. Peter would still be the leader. I'm just that's just kind of like a jokey thing I feel like be going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be the continuing like a running gag.
You don't think they're going to try to expound upon it to like create some tension?
You gotta put your nigga out of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it'd be a good thing to like build off of, maybe with some conflicts or something.
Yo, I just thought about what he just said. He said you gotta put him off the ship.
Deeps. Well, that wouldn't affect Thor. Quill would die before that.
Yeah, hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, what's good with y'all, bruh? Like, y'all discussing the #1 box office movie of all time?
You goddamn right.
Is that drip?
Hey, what's it? I'm in the building. How y'all doing?
What's happening, man?
Ah, man. Bro.
Well, now that you're here, we need your rating for the #1 box office movie in the land.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Thank my brother, the only 9s out here. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Did the CGI look kind of weird in the end? Yeah, but just seeing all them niggas come together, nigga, come on now,
Next
bro.
level. No other fan service has fan service. It's hard. Fanboy.
That's why Marvel does it well. Marvel set up the fan service well enough that I can respect it. If you look at what DC did, they just did it to get the fans. DC
garbage. Stop, please stop.
Anyways, I want to say they did Thor kind of dirty, but you know
they did Thor right.
Great character.
I feel like they allowed him as an actor to actually act and take away the thing that people came to see, like Iron Man died, Captain America do something, and Thor's abs. There are no more abs, so he could actually be a funny, charismatic dude, and he pulled it off. So I think this was a great opportunity for him.
I feel like it did good with Dora because the actor did a good job of combining comedy with like
physical humor with being actually fat now.
Drama. Yeah, he did a good job switching between comedy and like drama.
Well, personally, I want to ask y'all about this. This movie was 3 hours and like 2 minutes. I didn't realize how long it actually was when I was doing it.
For real.
But how did y'all feel about the time heist?
Nah.
The timelines, you said?
No, the time heist. Them getting the stones back.
I thought it was. Oh well, we actually just talked about the plot holes of that. I don't know if we want to rehash that real quick since you wasn't here.
Just give me like the bottom line for y'all.
The what?
The bottom line. What was it?
What do you mean the bottom line? I'm confused.
Like name a major plot point. 3 hours and like. Because I honestly think it was if you've seen Dragon Ball Z before and the whole Cell saga, you should be able to understand what they're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Like separate timelines and stuff. What you do then won't really affect the future. So it was actually pretty interesting, seeing as
I think a couple of plot holes we were talking about was Chris was Captain America and how he grew old even though he had the super soldier serum, and the fact that he should. All right, so they lost the Tesseract, and that Loki got away, right, in that timeline. And they needed to go and basically get more Pym particles to do another trip to go find that shit or find another one. So, and that right there, they say is a plot hole because it's like, why didn't you just go back like the first trip and use that to go to the Pym particle place, get an unlimited amount of Pym particles, and then save the universe more efficiently that way?
And then also, shouldn't he be in a separate timeline?
And yeah, I'm guessing. I feel like I've talked about that, but I want to see what you say about it.
Well, I honestly, that's actually a very good point. Honestly, I think they did it for like shock value. Because honestly, they did do a lot of that stuff for jokes. But I honestly feel what you're saying because maybe he didn't just want to see that. Honestly, I have no idea because. They were gonna about to get caught because that one lady snitched and said there are these 2 weird looking dudes that are walking around. I need y'all to check it out.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. Maybe that was like the last ditch effort. But then again, that's not exactly true because he literally said, "I have an idea." It just came up. Like they didn't discuss it before. So I can see what you're saying. Like yeah, that is a weird one.
Yeah, and I said the same thing. Like maybe he just didn't think about it, and then he was like, "It's Tony Stark." You know what I'm saying? It's Tony Stark, and he thought about it under crunch time, which is well at the same time though.
He saw time travel within a few days.
Yeah, but I say if I was just about to say that the time travel thing, he's Tony Stark. He could have solved it, but he didn't until someone gave him an idea, until he got pushed. And that's kind of how Tony Stark works. Like, we see him coming up with battle strategies, falling out of the air in his Iron Man suit with all his shit wrecked. That's just how Tony Stark does it. So if you just want to throw that in there to be like he just thought on his feet, you know what I'm saying?
How do y'all feel about the whole Nebula? Their minds are connected. I guess they actually.
That was weird. That was weird.
Bro, I hate Nebula. Like, I actually like Captain Marvel in the movie, but fuck Nebula. I just found her annoying.
Really? Bro, she has a lot of screen time.
Thank you.
Like,
she was good. She was a good person. I liked it.
Like, bro, when her and War Machine said, "Yeah, we're kind of missing some stuff, but we work with what we got." Yeah. I felt that. That was actually very well said, because
that was a handicap United
come out of nowhere.
Brody's legs.
But the thing I'm trying to figure out, why did it take her still so long to go back?
Go back in time?
Like, you know when Thanos started looking at her memory and she shut down and Rhodey had already left, but she can't, like, he stopped looking at the memory and like she had time to hit the fucking.
Yeah, like the last second, the button, like she got stuck before she pressed the button.
No, I'm talking about after that though. After Thanos stopped looking at Nebula.
Oh, you saying like when she made the call?
With the call.
Like when she went to the ship and made a phone call telling them that they know that they're onto her.
Yeah.
But then again, bro, like, she's panicking, bro. It's the dude that ripped her apart. Like,
right,
yeah, I'm pretty sure
abort.
True.
But wait, hold on, abort, bro. They got one shot to do this. They ran out of charge. They are done. They only got one charge.
But at the same time, though, a rat was running around in a van and pressed a button and opened a wormhole in the back of a van. It's all about dramatic timing and just 14 million possibilities. That's kind of what this movie was about, I think. And he used that trope, to his advantage.
Wally, what was your problem with Nebula?
I just didn't like her. I just found her, I just hated every time she was on screen.
Because of her, like, kind of Batman grunting talk that she does?
Nah, it's just, like, I don't know. She just, like...
Her acting?
I don't understand.
I don't either. I actually like Karen Gillan. She was pretty good as Nebula.
Yeah, bro, like, she was... I think if she had her own scenes, a lot of them, like, I don't think they'd be that good, but she works well with everyone else. She has chemistry with everyone else. Like, that's why I'd agree with Wally, but the chemistry just works very well with them.
She holds her own wherever scene she's in. It's like
she's like so stoic that stoic wouldn't really work well with herself.
Yeah, because she doesn't talk that much.
I thought it was pretty funny when they said, "Why don't we just have those two fight and see who wins?" And she said, "I like that play. Let's do that." That was funny. I like that.
It worked out.
She makes it work.
Yep. But I mean, I feel you. Everyone has that one person they don't like. I heard a lot of people didn't like Rocket Raccoon in this one.
Really?
I don't give a fuck.
I was like, bruh, Rocket Raccoon was great. He was kind of funny, and he did what he was supposed to do.
A little bit. It was more funnier than him, but that's.
You said who?
Ant-Man has the funniest film.
A lot of people say Ant-Man didn't do anything in this movie. Like he was.
Wait, hold on. We're talking about who didn't do anything. We got to talk about Black Widow. She cried.
She jumped off a bridge.
Wait, hold on. She cried and made a PB&J for Ant-Man to eat.
Yeah.
She was really caring.
You need your strength. You need your strength.
That's her character.
What? What?
She basically was like the hub of superhero like shit going on in the universe because Captain Marvel was doing shit. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. She's Nami of the crew, but she can't hurt anybody if she punched them. But it's okay.
Miss Nami is somewhat useful. Actually, no, a lot useful.
Hold on, wait. So was Hawkeye the MVP? Because
Hawkeye was a god in the movie.
Hawkeye had an anime moment. Hawkeye had a Samurai Champloo moment. He was that nigga.
I used to not like Hawkeye, right? Like I used to think he was like the lamest Avenger, but in this movie, his character, like at the beginning, I really felt for him, and like the things he did was just dope.
Bro.
I was afraid they were gonna overdo it and just have him scream into the air, "Where'd you go?" Like everyone else. I feel like that. They just showed what happened and got on with it. Like, thank you.
Yo, that's hilarious. They do all the time.
Definitely been roaming. Like my family died, everybody got to go in that point.
Look, bro,
everybody died. Is that Sabo? Ooh.
Bro, this man went from wherever in the U.S. to all the way over to Tokyo, killing off Yakuza, bro. Like that's
Ready.
Yo,
now.
Sis Pals, you know what? That's so funny because they do that all the time, bro. It's just this super dramatic movies, like where they be screaming, bro.
He would go. I thought he was gonna like start running through a field of corn or some shit.
God.
Yeah, bro, I hate movies when they take them forever to realize what's going on.
Bruh.
Like,
But
bro,
it
like-
was done tastefully. Like they disappeared. They didn't make a noise. Nothing happened. We were confused. I was like, where the fuck they go? How they leave that picnic table so fast?
I think it worked well for me because I just saw those little bits and pieces of the daughter, like the last few pieces of her going away. Like that was pretty good. Like he didn't even notice that. I barely noticed it. Like they did it very well. Like the tension, no sound, no music. You could barely hear the wind. That was a tense scene per se. I was like,
because that's all you would hear. That's like a great way to put the audience in Hawkeye's shoes, because that's what he saw. Like they was talking, everyone was happy, and then nothing. And he like, what the fuck? She just hit a bullseye. Where'd she go?
I think the second best scene for showing like Thanos' snap was Ant-Man when he's running down the street and you see all those little telephone poles covered in warning signs. Like, have you seen this person? That was clean.
Yo,
like,
you know what wasn't clean though? When he was running, instead of running like to his house, he was trying. There was 170,000 of those little black things with people's names on them, and he was trying to find one person's name.
Bro, wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure they have payphones around there. He can find a quarter somewhere, dog. Come on now.
That was the dumbest shit. He could have got a taxi. That man was looking through thousands of names. Like, yeah, I'll find. How did he find his own name? I don't think that would be possible.
You see how many tablets there were?
Bro.
Like, come on, dog. You be there for like a half an hour or more. Like,
he was running around. He was.
I looked at it. They were.
What you said? Sabo, what you said?
I think he said it was alphabetical order.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Not too much. I didn't know you guys were doing EndGame stream.
Yeah, man. We had to. Oh, well, while you're here, I need your rating of the movie overall. Did you see it once or twice? That, what?
Mike D. Trash.
Tough. You said once? Was that a once?
Twice.
All right, so what was your first? Yeah. What was the rating on your first seeing, and what's the rating on the second one?
When I first saw it, I gave it like a 10. But the second time, I give it like a 7.58.
Wow.
Nigga.
Wait, hold on.
Real nigga.
2 after the decimal point.
Did the CG in the end get to you?
What did you say?
Did the CG in the end look kind of weird when they were fighting Thanos
what
and all his
CG?
minions?
No.
I mean, it looked fine, really. I mean, story-wise is what I had a problem with.
Really?
The story? Yeah. Okay, so you're a plot hole guy too, or was it something else?
Yeah, so like, okay, there's a couple of things that annoy me, like the whole Hulk thing, right?
He didn't fight nobody, really? Yeah, the fact that he didn't fight nobody.
Well, there's a couple of things. It's like, the first thing is like how he becomes Professor Hulk. Like, I don't want to hear about it. I want to see that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been nice.
It's like it's like we go through all these Avengers movies, and then the Hulk evolves off screen.
You had 50, you had like 20-some movies to show me him becoming Professor Hulk, and it just off screen.
Exactly.
That older card.
I'm gonna ask y'all this: do y'all really want to see that?
Yes. Show me a flash. Give me 3 seconds of a flashback of him studying.
Wait.
You could have sprinkled that out a couple movies.
Y'all want to see this man do the Naruto Kurama where he has to go inside himself and debate the Hulk?
No.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
That would have been dope as fuck.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how do y'all think they do it? Like, what do you think they do? Like, he just sit there in a coffee shop or something, like just calm down.
He would probably be. He'd probably be at home. He'd probably be at home doing that little Zen thing you always see him do in the movies, sitting down, and then he'd be inside his mind doing the mental battles with Hulk, throwing hands, and then and no one would win. Like Hulk would beat him every time, but then he'd be like, you know what, Hulk? Do we really gotta fight? And then they would like talk it out of some dumb shit, and then it would be something like that. How long does that take? Couple scenes?
I didn't really have a problem with Professor Hulk. I just wanted to see Hulk fight more.
Facts. Big
Yeah,
facts.
exactly.
Yeah,
I want to see him
bro.
fight using his brain and shit. Like,
I'm trying to figure out
imagine
what is the
Hulk
one
with a
he
fighting
did?
style.
He got folded by the ancient one. Did he? He barely held up the Avengers building. What did he?
You
Did he
can't
lose
really.
anyone?
Anybody
but
would
he
get
wasn't-
folded
he
by the
wasn't
ancient
trying to
one,
fight-
though. Like, who wouldn't
He
get
wasn't trying to
folded by
fight
the
the
ancient
ancient
one?
one,
No, bro. He said, "I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to take that, bro." You could have just reached out aggressively. That's all. Do
True.
that at least.
He really underestimated her. Like, she had a time stone, and you thought you were just gonna walk up and take it. Like, you should at least Hulk smashed or something. He tried the hell out of her on that one.
Hey, bro. Like, and
Right.
that's actually crazy, bro. Like, I honestly think that's a great thing because she said that she's been there for a long time, and she said she was at that during the battle. She said, I was wondering what was she doing while the Chitauri were attacking. So she was just waving her hand.
She got.
I'm glad they wrapped that up because I thought she was gonna have to do something to help because
Maybe she was protecting the sanctum because she saw
she
that people was
wasn't
gonna.
she?
Well,
She was
if
standing on top of the roof, right?
yeah, she was. She was just chilling, watching, basically.
She was waving her
But she
hand back
knew
and
Stephen
forth.
Strange was gonna be Doctor Strange, so she already knew they was gonna win.
Like, bro,
She could have
like, I
saved some
think
lives though, because I knew she saw people getting fucked up.
the best scene between those two was when she said, and he gives up the stone, and she's like, "What?" Like, bro, I was like, "There it is, bro." Like, I'm honestly hopes that they bring that up, but I don't think it will because they said that wouldn't really affect the future. So I don't know what they're gonna do about that.
Well, you mean the fact that he gave up the stone to Thanos?
Yeah,
I mean,
She
she
tried-
said that if he did it, it was for a reason, and it was. So it worked out. Because she couldn't see that far in the future. Remember, it's like she couldn't see past her own death. So she couldn't do anything about it. So she knew that Doctor Strange was going to do something about it that he could see past. Because if she could see the future, he could see the future. And if he had the time stone and she's better than him at being a magician, then he could see, more futures. So it was he's that dude. I'm going to let him take care of it.
Who's winning, Katakuri or that other person, the Marvel dude, can see the future?
Ooh.
What other dude?
You said somebody can see the future.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. With the
Who
time
winning,
stone.
Doctor Strange or Katakuri?
Doctor Strange will wax the fuck out of Katakuri.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he saw like a million in a few minutes. Katakuri just saw a few seconds. Like,
Yeah.
he saw a million possibilities. Like, come on now.
Dark, who
Yeah.
you got?
Like, he just sent a category to hell.
Exactly.
Where their mama.
Yeah, I don't think he's fast enough to stop Doctor Strange from magicking him. Even if he couldn't touch Doctor Strange. Like, say if he saw him about to do something crazy and he tried, he would just kind of bury her, and then you can't be magic. Well, technically, Devil Fruit's kind of a magic, but ain't that kind of magic.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. Didn't Doctor
Just call him
Strange
to some water, and then you got Katakuri.
Facts. Big
Didn't
facts.
Doctor Strange kill himself like 1,000 times?
Yeah. He's been through this shit. Like, Doctor Strange is waxing Katakuri. I just think it's because he has way more utility and he doesn't have to touch him at all. And magic is just whatever you make up basically with Doctor Strange.
Wait, Doctor Strange or Big Mom?
Big Mom. Big Mom, just because I'm a Big Mom fangirl.
Fangirl.
Hey, girl.
You a girl, bro?
Uh-oh.
Plot twist.
Vulture's a girl confirmed.
Doctor Strange didn't see that coming.
This girl got a whole beard.
Who? Y'all just stop. What y'all talking about?
Look, he does. Like, speaking of Doctor Strange, I think he has the best MCU movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's up there between Ant-Man or
Ant-Man.
Doctor Strange. But I like the original Iron Man after I rewatched it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, the graphics actually look pretty good. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, they hold up.
Like, Doctor Strange, when he first met the Ancient One, and she sent his soul to... Oh, yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah. That acid trip. That was a nice little break. Nice little break from reality right there. So, comparatively, the old Marvel movies, would y'all say the newer ones have better intro movies, or do the old ones do better? Like Iron Man, Captain America, or you like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and stuff like that more? What?
I'll say Iron Man.
You take the OGs over the new school?
Some of them.
I don't like any of the original.
You said you don't like any. Who said that? You said you don't like any of the originals. Damn, why not? Like, did they just old?
I just didn't like Iron Man when it came out. Like, I probably seen like probably 10 minutes and then I stopped watching it. And then Captain America, I thought was boring for most of the action. Damn near the whole movie.
So, what kind of movies you like to consume on the regular? Is more action for you? Is that just the base, or?
No. It's just I just thought it was boring. I had no interest. That's literally it.
Damn. So, what did it for you with the newer movies that the old movies didn't? Like, did you watch Spider-Man all the way through?
No, I haven't seen Spider-Man.
Oh, you talking about that type of old? Oh, you talking about the?
Yeah, I was talking about like the first couple dudes.
I mean, I liked Iron Man 3, but I didn't like Iron Man 1 and 2.
The only part I liked in Iron Man 3 is when the suits came in, bro. This man's running from suit to suit. Like, that was cool.
Yeah. That House Party Protocol, I was all about it.
Yeah, come on now.
Bro.
Come on now.
I feel it.
Would I say that besides Captain America, does Iron Man have the best choreographed scenes?
Besides Captain America, maybe. Besides Captain America, maybe.
Like, there's not much you can do with his suits, but when you see what he does with it, it's pretty well choreographed.
Pretty much.
No one ever like just Tony get into every suit. Like, that would be untouched.
Oh yeah, he was like jumping out of suits into another suit and blasting motherfuckers. Amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was my shit.
Like when he fought Winter Soldier
in the streets when he was in the, okay.
When all he used was his watch to pull in his hand.
Bruh. Yeah, Bucky's about to blast him. He looked up like, damn, he really about to shoot me.
like, bro, that's why I actually like the end thing for Infinity War, bro. Where did Pepper get that suit, bro? Like, that was cool too.
She just came down.
Back to back, shooting niggas. Like, bro, that was, oh my god.
The question is, why didn't she have that suit at the beginning? She should have been had that suit.
They just called her back. Come on now. They just called her back. They just called her back because it's like it's like the EndGame movie, but she has like both before, like when she had them powers and stuff in Iron Man 3, which I actually like Iron Man 3 because it showed Tony wasn't just a suit, but yeah, she's done stuff like that before.
Oh yeah, when he went in like an insurgent and all he had was like random shit and he made like a stun gun and
like, bro,
yeah, he James Bond that hoe. That shit was fire.
Like, the only thing about Iron Man 3 I didn't like was the Mandarin. Because, like, he's such a good villain. But
I honestly feel like how would they do that? Like, bro, if we're talking about the one in the manga or like the cartoon
with the 10 powers, how you gonna do 10 powers, bro?
Like, bro, unless you're saying they're like shits from Infinity Stones, like, how would you do that,
bro? It been wild though. I wish they just used the guy because the firepower thing was cool. If they just kind of put it in a ring form. And maybe threw a few more in there, that'd been dope. He would have been a recurring villain. Like every time he came back, he just had more rings. Like he would just have one the first time. What's up?
About Iron Man 3 is that it's literally the Incredibles.
You said the Incredibles?
Yeah, it's bro. Tony Stark meets a dude that really looks out to him. Tony Stark says no. The dude comes back in a better way and tries to kill him.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
We some anime niggas, you know how we do
all day.
So we
just come back.
What you say, Z-Boy?
We some anime niggas, so we gonna do some power scaling. Some.
Okay. I want to get a quick one in there. This was settled in the comics. Let me take my glasses off for this. This one was settled in the comics, but a lot of people, because of the movies, kind of flipping the scale. Is weird as fuck. Do y'all think Captain Marvel stronger than Thor?
It's hard to say, bro. After she got skipped across the ground like a rock in a pond, like Thanos.
Hey, everyone got skipped by Thanos. You can't put that against her.
Bro.
Everyone got skipped. The director got low dips, but Thanos like.
The writers.
Stan Lee was getting fucked up in the corner. I'm telling you, like.
When I think about that, I want to ask you this one.
What's up?
Who do you think is stronger, Scarlet Witch or Ebony Maw?
It had to be Scarlet Witch because she was fighting Thanos. Ebony Maw couldn't fight Thanos, I don't think. Like
that's a plot hole too. How did she get that strong?
She was one of the. She was always that strong.
Somebody explain who the fuck is this person?
Ebony Maw's one of the Black Order people, like one of the 4 generals you saw in Infinity War. She was the one that had that stick. She was fighting Black Widow. She got fucked up.
No, not Ebony Maw was a telekinetic dude that fought Doctor Strange in Manhattan.
Wait, I thought Ebony Maw was the girl.
No.
Who the fuck was that?
That's the God Butcher.
It's Squidward.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my bad.
Pretty interesting fight. Like Thanos said, "I don't even know who you are," and he almost got bodied.
That shit was like the highlight of the movie.
Yeah.
Did you guys already talk about the last fight with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor?
We was gonna get. I was gonna save that one for later because I was getting to it.
Because that's one of the things I had a problem with too.
Well, we could talk about it right now. What you had a problem with?
How does Thor charging up Iron Man not push Thanos back? You know he's attacking, but Pepper using hers pushes Thanos back with his weapon. How does that work?
Inconsistency.
My whole problem is like, so in Infinity War, right? This guy has like 4 out of the 5 stones.
Yeah.
But he's still like kind of struggling to fight them. And then in this film, he has no stones, and he's like on even ground and even better than all 3 of them.
The second Thanos gathers more than maybe 3 stones, he should like blink out of existence and become a god. I don't know why they pretend like, because the second he gets a stone, he's invincible. He can do he can do more than the snap. They made it look like
this one is more savage. Like he was definitely going in on that on Cap's shield with that sword thing, bro. Like
he was going in, but he wasn't as strong with it. Like they nerfed the stones a lot.
Well, that's the thing. That's what makes the Marvel Universe so great. Doctor Strange can easily wipe these dudes out, but they're not that strong. That's like DC's problem, bro. Superman shouldn't be stronger than the whole team.
But at the same time though, its inconsistency is a problem. Like the most thing we're talking about is inconsistency, because we saw freaking what's that girl's name? Scarlet Witch freaking send the Vision basically to the Earth's core, and a simple hand gesture. But then when she was getting fucked up in Infinity War trying to save Vision's life, she couldn't do shit against Thanos. But now she's in this movie and Thanos is getting light work by her. I don't know why she disappeared after she did that big attack, but it's inconsistent.
I mean, Thanos shouldn't have lasted that long. Like, honestly, he didn't have the stones. Like,
hold on, we gotta remember when Iron Man was going in on him. Without this, when Iron Man was going in on him, what happened, bro? He didn't have any shields up. When Iron Man kicked him in the face, what happened? Only a drop of blood came out. That was it. Thanos is pretty durable himself. Like,
yeah, he's definitely like, without the stones, he beat Hulk. So he's there.
Like he's very strong in the comics. Like it's pretty faithful. Like you can accept it.
No, I know he's strong, but my problem is in Infinity War, he wasn't as strong as he was displayed to be in this movie.
Actually, the thing is, people think like he beat Hulk because of that stone.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that stone didn't give him any extra physical strength. All that physical strength is himself. So he basically beat the Hulk with like a couple punches. So
I know.
You gotta remember, his mindset
is like the last fight in Infinity War. It's like he didn't easily beat Iron Man his team. Like it kind of took him a while. But like in this movie, he doesn't have the stones, and it's like way harder for them to defeat him without the stones.
So I got a question. Hold on. Wait, hold on, y'all. I got a question real quick. So does the Infinity Stones grant in the Marvel Universe? Does the stones grant you passive abilities, or you have to activate them?
You have to activate them.
Okay, so basically, when he has the stones in the gauntlet, they're inert. They're useless until they light up, right?
Yeah.
So then, whenever he's fighting anybody with the Infinity Stones, that's just base Thanos. Until he actually like closes his fist and it glows and shit. So then, what?
In the Infinity War, he was getting washed. Like washed.
He was not getting washed.
And what? EndGame, he was really fighting against more people than he fought in Infinity War.
You mean EndGame or Infinity War? Like, which one was he getting washed in?
In Infinity War.
By who?
He wasn't getting washed.
By who?
Obviously, I don't mean watch, but you get what I'm trying to say.
About to say Thanos was Harlem Globetrotting niggas. Like it was bad.
I just feel like it should have been way easier to defeat him in EndGame.
I think people also underestimate that girl's power. Like she can make her entire planet go to sleep. That's the only reason why they was able to keep him still that long.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Do you get what I'm saying though?
So another plot hole I kind of want to talk about is the Reality Stone, because he had that one for a minute. I think he used it once to trick the Guardians of the Galaxy and never did it again, because we never saw him have to activate the reality.
I mean,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
activated twice, but yeah.
But he didn't do anything with it. Like, alternate reality should have had a bigger consequence than whatever he did. I don't even remember what he did with the Reality Stone.
Actually, you can use the gauntlet without any stones besides the Reality Stone.
For, like, reality. He's changing what things are. I don't understand. Because in this one, they made it more like an illusion. Because once, I think the Guardians or whatever figured out it was an illusion, or he dropped the illusion, it was more like an illusion rather than changing reality itself.
No, it was reality. Because remember when Peter shot the gun and bubbles came out?
Oh yeah, true, very true. So I guess he used it on a different scale. He didn't really use it here. Like, no one changes to toys. Remember when he was changing niggas to like confetti and string? Why? Where was that? So I think it's inconsistent, and they don't really tell you how it works. And I think they use it to their advantage, because it'd be like, whenever Thanos wants to do something, he does it. Whenever they don't want him to do none, he doesn't do it. If you don't establish the rules, it's kind of hard to break them, you know?
I feel like Six brought up a good point before when he was asking, like, what does the Soul Stone even do?
Nothing.
That's a big fact. Like, in combat, is it like a non-combat stone? Kind of like the Time Stone? You can use it for battle, but it's not really for that. Like, the Power Stone pretty much is for, battle, but everything else, it doesn't have to have a battle mechanic. It says control the stone, so maybe you can stop someone from dying, bring them back. Because I think he used that, like the Soul Stone, to do the whole half of the universe thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, because he didn't really kill them. He just kind of just took their souls away, their existence.
I'm looking it up right now, because that's how you know it's bad. I had to look up what he did with it.
But yeah, another hype moment. What was the hypest moment in the movie for y'all?
I think it's
Cap.
Oh yeah, when Cap grabbed the hammer.
That, yep.
Yeah.
Next level.
I've been waiting for that moment since the Avengers started.
Yeah, I feel like Cap should have done more with the hammer, or was it just enough?
No, I think it was enough.
It was just enough for me.
It was fun.
Didn't he get the shield with the hammer?
Oh yeah. He threw it and like did some calculating shit and made it bounce off. Man, that was next level.
Low key, when you think about the calculator of that shield, Cap should not be that smart. Oh shit, my voice is cracked.
No,
Cap
that was
that smart.
nah.
That shit.
You remember that iconic scene in Marvel Comics when Cap was basically like, I can think faster? Because I think Iron Man like asked him about that, or something happened, and he was just like, basically the super serum formula makes me just think faster, so I can do shit like that on the fly. Because he been using ricochets like the whole MCU.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying, like, when you think about it, like, how the fuck?
It's the peak of human condition. So humans are really smart, like Tony Stark. Just the peak of that, whatever that is, and that's Captain America.
Like, it enhances his senses, but like how do I explain?
It's kind of like you know how basketball players can shoot a really long distance for no reason. It's practice, but that's also calculations and knowing arcs and shit. Like Captain America can do that just on a stupid, crazy level, basically. Is what I'm getting for it. But is that unanimous? Like, is everyone's things Cap's hammer favorite moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, that just came all the way out left field. I was not thinking about that damn hammer.
What's the worst moment?
America's ass moment. That's it for me.
I think it's America's ass. Yo, that fight between him, like himself, that was dope.
Oh, you also forgot about fucking the time when Thor called back the hammer and the axe, and he's like, "Oh, here, you get the little."
No, just trade me out, bro. I want to see him use Stormbreaker. That would have been dope. Would Captain America be better at using the hammer than Thor? Like either one? Because as soon as Captain America got it, he was doing combos and shit with the shield.
I mean, it's a hammer.
Yeah, and he's a fighter.
What does
so
that explain? It's a hammer. I don't.
It's a hammer. It's a weapon.
He was working.
You know how to use a weapon.
He know how to use a shield. I don't think he was trained in hammership.
But it's
Yeah, but he's a soldier and a fighter, so it wouldn't be that hard for him to just pick it up and know what to do.
Yeah, all you do is
I'm
throw
not-
it and call it back.
I'm
That's
confused. I'm not arguing if that he's
and
bad
he's
with
fought-
it.
He's fought with Thor too, so
What I'm
And then,
I'm confused with what y'all arguing right now. Are y'all saying he'll be better or worse?
No, I'm saying. I thought you were arguing. How is he able to be that good?
yeah.
I didn't say that. Y'all said that.
I didn't say-
That's what I thought you said though.
No, I understand why he's good with it. I was cool with
okay.
it. Someone said I don't understand how he's that good with that, or how he throws the hammer off the shield. Someone else said that, but so you said Thor would be better. You said Captain America would be better without it, with his hammer, with Thor's hammer.
why would he be better without it?
No, I'm saying, do you think Captain America would be better with Thor's hammer than Thor? Either one.
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Maybe.
Like Thor's been using it his whole life, or most of his life. Y'all don't think that counts for anything?
I mean, yeah, but from what we've seen, it looked like Cap was doing it better.
He had another instrument. If
I mean,
Well, this is what I would say. I feel like you see, Captain America is more of a fighter, and Thor is like more of like I don't know, like brute strength.
What-
If you want,
what do you mean more of a
I like-
fighter? Like Thor's been fighting literally his whole life.
I know, but like he uses more like just like like his lightning and then his like super strength and stuff like that. Like Captain America knows how to like actually like fight.
I
Do you know what I'm
guess.
saying?
I mean, I guess, but I'm just looking at like which training would be
If you-
better.
Like, if you have power, if you have like lightning powers, and you're like super strong, you don't really know how to. You don't really need to know how to fight like that.
That's not true though, because he's fought people that like I think in this is probably the most hated movie, but Thor: The Dark World, and like the first one, they showed him fighting up against people that he had to show a little bit of strategy with. I don't think he just goes in and swings his hammer the whole time.
I mean, I still think Captain America would be better.
All right, what
I mean, in the comic books, the serum gave him like a super soldier mind. It also enhanced his mind, so that's how come he can calculate the trajectory or however you say it of the shield. That's how he could throw it around and know when it's coming back and do all the other stuff.
yeah.
In the
So
comic, I don't know about the movie.
I'm glad Z-Boy agrees with me. But yeah, so as far as we already covered the best, what do you think was like the weakest part of EndGame?
Black Widow dying.
Damn.
I think that's the most underrated. That Black Widow and Hawkeye fight was nice.
I feel like
Okay.
Hawkeye should have died.
He had a family.
Yeah, you see, that's my problem. So what?
It would. Well, I think they're trying to do something with him in the future, so that's one reason he shouldn't die. And then it looks like they may be doing something with his daughter too, because she's a hero in the comics as well. So
Yeah.
and then Ronan just got introduced.
My
So
whole problem with the Black Widow Hawkeye thing is like, remember how Rhodey was talking about the stuff that Hawkeye was doing, like it was like a bad thing,
yeah,
So like, if you were doing something like that, and then like your family came back, like I feel like that's one of the moments where it's like, oh, after all the shit I've done, I don't think I can face my family, all that shit, and then like he'll be willing to like die as long as his family is like alive at the end.
but you gotta think about it. He's done shit like that before. Probably not to that
I know,
level,
But
maybe.
the way they were talking about it was like worse.
I feel you. Like it should have been something like he had castrating motherfuckers. I feel it. Like it should have been terrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. I didn't think about that because they killed people before. Why they being what?
yeah, because
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, what's the difference? And he's killing bad people. Now, so I didn't really understand what Rhodey's problem was.
I mean,
Blows up people all the time.
I think it was just the fact that he was by himself, like kind of going over the edge. Like he wasn't killing people for the good of it. He was just killing people, and then they're in the mafia. All right, I'm just gonna kill him just because. You know what I'm saying? Without due process and all that. So I think they were going for that angle. But I think the movie was so big, you could just skip over that part. But it would definitely be a weak part. But someone said,
Because
wait, go ahead.
another reason why I didn't like that part is because like I don't feel like Black Widow had enough moments in the movie for her story to have ended the way it did.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of moments I can remember really.
Yeah, exactly. Because like everyone else who was like an original Avenger had like better character moments before like their whole story arc ended, but I don't think she did.
Maybe it was a setup for her new movie because she's supposed to have a movie coming out right soon.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a prequel though.
That would suck. Maybe it's a prequel to set up her coming back.
Because she's dead.
Well, maybe it's it'll be what's going on with Gamora. You know what I'm saying? Like she's I don't know if she stayed behind in this world or she got snapped away, but Peter Quill is looking for her, and he said he had a signature. So I think because she helped out at the last moment, that she wasn't a part of Thanos' force, and she's alive. So maybe they're trying to find another like maybe they're gonna do something with that, like find another version of Widow and pull her out of another timeline or something. I'm not saying it'll be good.
Because now they have the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah, because they're definitely gonna expand upon that. This is what it looks like with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go.
All right, Sabo.
It was nice. It was nice joining for the 2 seconds that I joined.
You was in here for a minute, man, and I appreciate all of them. Take it easy, bro.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, who all we got left? Z-Boy.
Back to the original crew.
Hey, and was this Dark? They're still here?
Yep.
My boy. So, what's your weakest moment of the Ting EndGame?
I don't know. I would have to be like Professor Hulk, because I'm like
The whole thing?
yes, because I'm like he didn't really do anything. It's like he was there. Then Tony came, who was smarter than him. Then,
For real.
All he did was hold up the building after he lost his arm after he used the snow.
Yo, that's supposed to have been a callback, a comic book callback. Remember Hulk like held up a mountain at one point and it was all under it? I think that was like a Secret Wars thing. I don't know if you read comics like that, but I think that's where that was supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's pretty much all he did.
Yo, yeah, I agree. He should have did a lot more.
He should have had the Thanos rematch at the very least.
Yo, they did Hulk dirty like twice because like you said, Iron Man literally came in and was like he fucked up, didn't he? Because remember when he was like he turned to a baby?
Yo.
Because they turned the banner because Iron Man couldn't do it, so he was supposed to be the backup and he's fucking up, and he was just like, yeah, he fucked up, didn't he? So it was like, okay, he's not as smart as Iron Man, and then he couldn't do the one thing that he was made for, smashing, and he got messed up, and he didn't get his round two. So you're right.
Just how he could have lost, but he at least needed the redemption of a rematch.
Exactly. Get a man his round. Y'all think we'll ever see Thanos again, like ever?
It depends where the feature of the movies go. Somebody like if they ever do time travel again or the multiverse.
Would he be better as a fight, like a quick clash, a cameo, or a side villain?
I would enjoy a cameo.
Right, like a little callback, like damn, that nigga was hard, and then just leave. What about you, Z-Boy?
Oh yeah, I've been talking the whole stream, so I was trying to let Dark go. But I don't know, man. I guess anytime Captain Marvel opened her mouth.
Yeah, she was real standoffish in like not a good way. Like she didn't really earn it.
Yeah.
Is that all, man? All right, well, you got any more topics you want to talk about? I feel like I threw out a couple.
Cause like, technically, don't they have a timeline where like EndGame stuff didn't happen? Cause Thanos and like his entire army time traveled to the future.
Yeah, the one he left is the one that basically got spared. So, I guess after EndGame, after after the fight in New York, because didn't that happen during that time? Or around that time? When he decided not to do it, was that after that?
It was a couple years in the past.
Oh yeah, see, it was like I think it was before everything because Gamora was still like bad and shit.
2014. Thanos.
It had to be before that because Gamora was still like deep in it, wasn't she?
No. Even in the first movie, she was like a prisoner though.
Oh yeah, she low-key didn't want to do it. I think did Gamora hate him like the whole time, or was it like a front, or did she at some point like him? Like was cool with him.
At some point, like him, because like in Infinity War, when she thought she killed him, she at least cried.
True.
No, I feel like you could hate somebody though, and like feel sad for their deaths. Like she hated him, but he still was like her dad in a sixth sense because he had her for basically the entire life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was like an abusive father to like both of them.
He killed her whole planet too. So
closest thing they had to a dad. Yeah.
She did destroy her whole planet.
Especially for the Nebula.
Oh yeah, Nebula was like Stockholm syndrome level. Like she was all fucked up.
She was trying so hard.
It was getting annoying at a minute. Like at the beginning.
I'm like, Future you was telling you this fucked up shit that he does, and that you eventually turn against him, and you like, fuck Future me.
How would y'all feel if y'all future self came back and told y'all something?
I'm listening to my future self.
Like to the T, like whatever he says, you doing it. I feel it. I'll be the same way.
I don't know. That nigga might be evil or something. I don't know.
But that means you're evil, and would that be in your best interest to follow evil you, or would you try to change yourself?
It depends what evil me guy, cause like, am I like Darth Sidious and I'm like ruling shit, or am I just like in a cave somewhere being evil?
Would you? Damn, that's tough. So I would say you're like evil to the point where you'll do anything to get what you want, but you won't like. You're not going out and doing evil shit to people on purpose. You just want what you want. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a neutral evil. What would you do?
Hey. That evil me.
I feel it. What about you, Z-Boy?
The character alignment things that we know about. If we're gonna do one last thing, what character alignment would you give Thanos? The movie Thanos.
I think they were going for like true neutral because he wasn't malicious in any way. I think he liked to fight, but he didn't. I don't think he reveled in killing, and he definitely. Go ahead.
He was neutral. It was neutral until he said, I'm gonna enjoy fucking up your planet.
Yeah, because he
said that. Yeah. He said that because he had a personal grudge against him.
Yeah. So would that count? Like, would that tilt it just because you have personal grudge?
I think he was chaotic. He was a mixture of things. He kind of like a Luce, where it's just like such a complex character that he follows like under pretty much every single alignment. Like he was like chaotic evil, lawful evil. I think you could say that. I gotta really look back at some of the alignments. He definitely doesn't fall on any type of good though.
I thought I would think he would be true neutral, because it's like well actually no, not true neutral, chaotic neutral. Yeah. Because he will fuck somebody up, like, and I think regardless, that will tilt you toward evil.
For no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, like I guess you can't really put him in true neutral after what he did to Nebula and shit. But
Luffy, what is Luffy though? I mean, never mind. That's completely different.
He just keep trying to sneak that One Piece in here. But yeah, man, this was what?
I said we already talked about Big Mom.
Yep, the bestest.
Yo, what a Big Mom! What a Thanos smash Big Mom!
Anyways, just end it.
Well, shit. That was a good in-game stream. I'm glad you brought me on board, Z-Boy. And I'll definitely send this footage over to you if you want it, and you do what you want with it. But if we got no more topics, we can go ahead and end it out if you want.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Peace, like, subscribe to Dark the Pervy God. Join Freedom State. You want to go talk to Wally in Six Pals. Sub to Flame Sawboy as well, man. Like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. stuff like that. Yeah, man. Peace. Like, subscribe, all that.